Greggy gets advised to do a diagnosis for potential ADHD. He refuses and buries his head in the sand.
No, I don't need to do that. I'm not ADHD. Oh, you're just labeling.
Is Greggy actually correct?
2005. There's a young boy doing his year 5 induction day in his primary school. Mr. B, his new teacher, sets up a game for the class to participate in. He explains the rules. The little boy puts his hand up. He says, "Mr. B, I don't understand." Mr. B accuses him of not listening, which is true. He wasn't listening, he zoned out. So of course the little boy is a bit confused. He doesn't know the rules. Then he spoke to Grant, who he was sitting next to, and says, "Grant, what do we do?" Then Mr. B sends the boy out. And this is on this boy's induction day. He gets sent out. Not even as the school year starts. This was like on the induction day. "Welcome, I'm your new teacher," all that sort of stuff. The little boy gets sent out on his induction day because he's zoned out in class. He stands outside thinking, here we go again, been sent out. One of his old teachers from the previous year comes out of his class, notices the boy standing outside, and belittles him almost. "Oh, you've been sent out on your induction, I see." The young boy stands there, a bit nervous, a bit disappointed, a bit sad that he's been sent out again, but it's come to no surprise to the boy because the boy always gets sent out. The boy has always been told off in school. Just in case you haven't realised yet, that little boy was me. My year 5 induction, I was about 9 years old, nearly 10. And I'd just been sent out because I'd zoned out. I'd zoned out and asked the teacher, don't know what to do. He accuses me of not listening, which was true, I wasn't listening. It's strange because I remember being confused and then I said to my friend out loud, "So what do we do then?" Because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. He just sends me out, he got impatient, sent me out on my induction day. Thing is, this happened on a regular basis. In this class with him, I always zoned out. I was never able to concentrate in his class and he'd always pick up on it. Except back then, it was just, oh, he's not listening, he doesn't care. Oh, you're not listening. I have these memories of just him being just annoyed, like, oh, you're not listening. That's a memory I have. So I did an ADHD test online. But just a disclaimer, it's not a professional diagnosis. So you can shut up with those stupid comments. I know it's not a professional diagnosis. This is a quiz online. And I basically passed. Well, not passed. It says, yep, you are very likely ADHD. And I've always known, well, I've known for about 10 years I've been on the spectrum of autism, but I've never really given ADHD a thought. I've read a book on neurodiversity, like neurodivergence, like ADHD, autism, and I never really identified with ADHD, but it kind of makes sense because I would always zone out. And I do get very hyper. Or at least when I was a kid, I used to get very, very hyper. So yeah, hyperactivity and unable to focus. They're kind of like my ADHD traits. Yes, I'm not an expert on ADHD and blah, 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 but I did this test and it's kind of like a, wow, maybe I'm a little bit ADHD as well. Maybe I do have differences. Maybe this is why I can't focus. This is why when I get a book out, I have to really make sure I focus on this book because focusing is not easy for me. I'm even trying meditating. I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking off for the past week. I've not been doing it, but I do need to get back into it. But I still struggle to focus. I've heard testimonies from people saying, oh yeah, just take an ADHD pill. It really makes me focus. So I don't know, is that the path to go on? Do I take an ADHD pill? I don't know. I fidget as well. I fidget. Even now, I'm kind of training myself to not move around and fidget. I mean, I have to roll my sleeves up. In school, I'd always tap on the table. I'd always have to play with something. Usually I'm just playing with something. Pepper. I'd always be fidgeting with something. I think I'm a little bit on the spectrum of ADHD. I still don't really understand it now. I've understood that I've been on the spectrum of autism for the past 10 years and I've had to deal with that in my own way and then realising, oh, that's why I'm different. Oh, that's why I've struggled all my life. Oh, that's probably why I don't understand things. In terms of instructions, I struggle. One of my biggest weaknesses is instructions. Someone trying to explain something to me, I just really struggle to understand. So I've had this problem all my life, especially at school when a teacher's explained something. The logical thing to do when I wouldn't understand would be to put my hand up and go, "Miss or sir, I don't understand." But I would just sit there for 20 minutes just kind of just staring at my screen and then they'll come over to me and go, "Why have you done any work?" "Oh, I don't understand." "Oh, you don't understand. So you sat there for 20 minutes, not put your hand up," and then I'll just be like, fuck. I didn't swear, I did a couple of times, but I'll then just kind of not go for a meltdown, but I'll just be kind of sitting there at my work and just not doing it. The thing is, I don't really remember autism and ADHD being a thing back in 2005, 2011. It kind of was there, but not as much as it is nowadays. So I do struggle. Like, I will say that I do struggle in some areas of life. This is not a video for you to feel sorry for me and give me a like, although that'd be nice if you did, like and comment and shit. But if I do make a video on stuff like ADHD or autism, it's not because I want you to feel sorry for me. It's not because I want attention. It's because there are thousands, millions of people out there with similar traits that I have, similar struggles that I have. that I have had and I still have. I suck at instructions. I find it hard to sit still sometimes. Depends how relaxed I am, depends what mood I'm in. But I'm gonna link this ADHD quiz. It's only like a 2-minute quiz. Honestly, I think it's a really good quiz. I'm gonna link it in the description. There's a couple more there as well. There's like an anxiety one, there's a depression one. I think if you might be interested, just link it. It's just in the description. It's not an affiliate link or anything. It's just, yeah, have a look. But it's quite interesting when I took this test. I thought, oh my gosh, this kind of explains a lot, you know? This explains a lot. I might be on some spectrum of ADHD or, yeah, it explains a lot. Don't know where else to go with this video. Don't know where else to go, but maybe someone else out there, maybe you can relate. Then maybe you can realize, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not stupid. I'm not a retard. I'm not this, I'm not that. I just need a bit of extra support in certain areas, maybe with instructions or maybe with focusing or maybe with something else that could be related to autism. And for years, I've always thought, I've had this identity that I am a fucking retard, or I'm stupid, I'm this, I'm that, I can't do this, I can't get instructions, I'm not as good as other people, I can't date, or back when I was in my early 20s, you know, late teens, I couldn't date, I didn't know how to date, I didn't understand women, so yeah, I've always thought when I was younger, yeah, I'm a fucking retard, I'm a div, I'm this, I'm that. Then I'd enforce that belief, you know, for moments in school, even where teachers that, I don't necessarily blame these teachers, but they didn't really understand me. I don't think they understood ADHD or autism back in my day. But for a long time, I always thought that I was stupid because of things I struggled with. And things like ADHD or autism just didn't get picked up. Maybe this video might help someone. Maybe it's gonna help you. Maybe it has helped you. So if this sort of thing resonates with you and you haven't subscribed to me yet, then now is your chance. Now is your chance to subscribe. Trust me, just do it now. Because this is the sort of content I make. I do make autism, ADHD, sort of neurodiverse content. I like to help, especially young men, because basically I'm a young man. I can really only help young men. Yeah, women can kind of get advice from this as well, but I'm not a woman. I can't really give women advice. I can't give advice about things, so it's not quite the same. But yeah, I do help young men, neurodiverse young men who have struggled their entire lives. Autism, ADHD. In the meantime, click this video.
Click the fucking video.